Hi, today we are going to discuss the summary of interference. Okay, first of all, if we have two coherent sources S1 and S2, that means vibrating in phase, then for an arbitrary point P, the path difference can be written as S1P approximately S2P is equal to n lambda. Here, approximation symbol means the difference between S1P and S2P. Okay, so this will provide you a constructive interference, and here the intensity is 4I0. When we consider, on the other hand, if the point P is such that the path difference S1P approximately S2P is equal to n plus half into lambda, then we will have a destructive interference and the resultant intensity will be 0. So this is our point of consideration. We can have a constructive interference and destructive interference. The basic difference in this path difference is, you can say, just only half of the lambda. Okay, let us imagine another point, an arbitrary point G. Let the phase difference between the displacement be 5. Then the displacement produced by S1 is Y1 is equal to A cos omega t, and the displacement produced by S2 is Y2 is equal to A cos omega t plus 5. Then the resultant displacement will be given by y is equal to y1 plus y2. Here A cos omega t plus cos omega t plus cos omega t plus 5. Here this is in the form of cos A plus cos B, and the result is 2 cos A plus B by 2 into cos A minus B by 2. Then this will be given as 2A cos 5 by 2. There is no time in this term, and the time containing term is cos omega t plus 5 by 2. So we can say that the term that does not contain time can be assumed as amplitude. So 2A cos 5 by 2 is as amplitude, and we can say that therefore resultant intensity is 4I0 cos square 5 by 2. Here I0 is A square. We know that why we are taking such a substitution. Okay, so this the meaning of this one is, you can say that the resultant intensity is not 4I0. It depends on a factor cos square 5 by 2, where it will vary according from 0 to 1. So this intensity will also vary accordingly if it is not in a constant phase difference. So if there is a phase difference 5, this is the general case. When we find the the classification from this equation, y is equal to 4I0 cos square 5 by 2, when phi is equal to 0 or plus or minus 2 pi or plus or minus 4 pi or plus or minus 6 pi, like the even numbered pi, we can say that the constructive interference will be the result, and we get a maximum intensity. If phi is equal to plus or minus pi, plus or minus 3 pi, or plus or minus 5 pi, etc., we will get a destructive interference, and the resulting intensity is 0. So we can say that we can have constructive and destructive interference according to the above mentioned terms. For this discussion is going on if we are considering a coherent sources so far. So we said it is a stable, we will get a stable interference pattern if the phase difference at any point will not change with the time, and the position of maxima and minimum will not change with the time. Just imagine if the path difference will also change with the time, and the phase difference also change with the time, then the position of maxima and minima will also vary rapidly with the time. We will see a time averaged intensity distribution. What happens in this equation is, let me consider the time average value, that is I average is equal to 4I0 average value of cos square 5 by 2. The average value of cos square 5 by 2 is 1 by 2. So we get the average intensity as 2I0. This will happen when we consider a case where two separate light sources illuminate a wall. So why we cannot see the interference pattern for a for two light sources? We will generally say that it will not happen because it is timely varying amplitude and phase difference. So we can say that this will not will not give or result as a interference pattern as we discussed so far. So this is a case where we can say the resultant intensity is just 2I0, where 2I0 means it is the double the interference of a single source. So it is just add up. These light sources are just add up. A square plus a square is equal to 2I0. So if we illuminate two light sources, what happens means it is just add up. 2I0 or 2A square is the resulting intensity. There is no interference pattern like we discussed, because we have maxima and minima timely varying.